In a forest, there lived a Mahatma, a great sage. He had amazing divine powers. Every morning, he would come to the river to take bath and then meditate sitting a big rock for long hours. A hut among the trees was his home where his wife also lived. One day, a strange thing happened. At the end of the meditation he always paid obeisance to God with folded hands. On that day, as he was bringing his palms together, a tiny female mouse landed in his palms. It so happened that a kite was flying overhead with that mouse in its clutches. Somehow, the mouse hold had fallen down, escaping from its. The sage looked at the frightened baby mouse. The sage and his wife were childless. His wife always longed for a baby. The female baby mouse trembling in his hands gave him an idea. He closed his eyes and chanted a powerful divine mantra. The power of mantra changed the baby mouse into a human baby girl. The sage went to home holding that baby. Giving the baby to his wife, the sage spoke, "Dear, you always wished for a baby. The God has answered your prayers and has sent this baby girl. Bring her up as your own child." The wife of the sage was overjoyed. She took the girl and kissed her, saying, "Oh, what a cute little cuddly baby. My baby she is. I will treat her like one." Thus, that baby girl became a part of the sage family. The wife of the sage named the baby Kanta. She showered mother's love and care on the baby. The sage also treated Kanta as his own child. It pleased the sage to see his wife cuddling and playing with Kanta. The time went by. Kanta blossomed into a young lady of 16, beautiful and educated. The mother began thinking about the marriage of Kanta. One day she said to the sage, "Look, our Kanta is now a young lady. We must marry her off." Just then, young Kanta came. She had a flower in her hair and her eyes were dreamy. The blush on her cheeks told the sage that his wife was correct. He whispered in the ears of his wife, "You are right. We shall seek out the most suitable groom for our daughter." The sage, using his divine powers, invoked the sun god. Sun appeared before the sage and spoke, "O sage, why did you call me? What can I do for you?" The sage replied, pointing towards Kanta, "This is my daughter Kanta. I want you to marry her." Kanta intervened, "Father, he is very hot and too bright. I won't be able ever to let him come near me or look at him." The sage patted her on the back and said, "All right. We shall find another groom. Still better." Sun suggested, "O sage, the cloud is superior to me. He blocks my rays. Talk to him." The sage invoked the cloud god. Cloud arrived thundering and flashing the lightning. Kanta protested, "Father, he is too dark. I am fair-skinned. We do not match." The sage asked Cloud, "Who is better than you?" Cloud replied, "Wind. He blows me away." The sage now invoked the wind god. They felt the presence of swirling wind. The sage turned to Kanta and questioned, "Do you like him, baby?" Kanta moved her head sideways. "No, father. He is too loose and does not stay at one place. No stability." The wife of the sage also rejected wind. "We can't give our Kanta to wind. I would like to see my son-in-law with my own eyes. Wind is invisible." So, the sage asked Wind, "Whom do you suggest?" Wind murmured, "O sage, try Mountain. He stops even me." On invocation of the sage, Mountain appeared there. The sage told him the matter. Mountain put a question. "Does your daughter approve of me?" Kanta spoke, "Oh, he is all stone. The sage inquired from Mountain, "Tell me who is better than you?" Mountain said, "Mouse. It makes hole in me to live." As he was saying this, a mouse jumped down from the ear of Mountain. On seeing the mouse, Cantor became excited and squealed, "Father! Father! I like this mouse. I want him. Let me marry this mouse, please." With the power of mantra, the sage had transformed a female mouse into a human being, but the basic nature remained that of a mouse. The sage again transformed Cantor into a female mouse and let her go with the mouse of her choice. So friends, moral of the story is artificial means can change outer appearance only. The basic nature of a creature remains the original. The story also imparts a timeless lesson on the limitations of artificial transformations. While external appearances can be altered, the core nature of a being remains intrinsic and unaltered. The sage's divine powers could change Cantor's form, but they couldn't modify her inherent nature, which aligned with that of a mouse. Friends, are 5 major lessons that everyone should keep in mind for whole life if they want to change their life. 1. The power of transformation. The sage's ability to transform a mouse into a human reflects the potential for change. However, this power is limited to external attributes and does not alter the essential nature of the being. 2. Acceptance of nature. The story underscores the importance of acknowledging and accepting the inherent nature of individuals. Despite efforts to present an altered version, the truth eventually surfaces. 3. The significance of choice. Cantor's choice to marry the mouse emphasizes the significance of personal preference and the autonomy of individuals in making life decisions, even when unconventional. 4. Lessons in humility. The sage, despite his divine powers, accepts the wisdom that the mouse holds a unique quality. This humbling realization adds a layer of humility to the narrative. 5. Nature triumphs over appearance. The core moral suggests that external changes may provide a temporary facade, but the true nature of a being will eventually prevail. In conclusion, the story serves as a metaphor for the perennial quest for authenticity and the recognition that true transformation extends beyond surface alterations. The mouse's choice as a life partner resonates with the idea that embracing one's natural self leads to genuine happiness and fulfillment.